Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 10K Dollar Day. Today, we're talking about choirs, musical chairs, and composers. Lulu, did you hear that?
Oh, sorry. I was asleep in the Bach.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 10K Dollar Day. This is the comedy podcast about imaginary luxury travel. I'm Alison Burns.
I'm Lulu Picard.
And welcome to episode 286. We're so excited that you're here today. If it's your first time, welcome to the podcast. This is a comedy podcast. It's going to be a lot of fun. We take a fake $10,000. We spend it in one place around the world, all because a listener gave us a magic word. So we're excited to share what we're about to do with that 10K. But before that, we're going to talk about obsessions. We're going to talk about wish lists. And then we have a fun improv segment at the end of the show. So stick around for the next, 45 minutes to an hour. It's going to be a blast. All right. Where in the world is Lulu? Where are you?
When does this come out?
This drops. It drops on the 14th of June.
Okay. So I am in Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, we love the Carolinas.
We do love the Carolinas. I mean, we are right in the, I don't know if you know, but in 1776, South Carolina is not a fun position to take.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. Yeah, you're right.
So we'll see how we run here. But I'm sure everybody will love it.
That when you go to different places in the country that are very significant or represented through your show, is there a different feeling?
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Really?
Yeah, we started in Boston and New York and Philadelphia.
Okay.
And people there were like, we know this history. Show it to us. And then we moved into the West and people were like, we've heard of these stories. This show's funny. We'll watch it like a sitcom. And then we got to San Diego, which was one of the most conservative cities we've been in so far. And they sat there with their emotional arms crossed.
Really?
And yes.
Wow.
I actually received a message from a very nice fan that came to the show apologizing for the coldness she felt in the audience as she was watching our production.
Wow.
Yeah. So while we were in San Diego, there was a big movement. I saw it on Instagram from some local actors to try to get allies to the theater on Saturday night because we weren't selling very well and they knew they needed to get the community out. So we've been over in the South.
Yeah.
And as we record this, I'm in North Carolina, which in the show constantly says North Carolina defers to South Carolina. Like it's kind of a joke in the show. North Carolina does not like that line. They say North Carolina defers, and there are boos, like loud boos in the audience. I mean, in a fun way.
Wow.
But we're just entering the South. And if you're not familiar with the show I'm doing, everybody, and you only know me from a comedy podcast, then you should know that this show is extremely politically charged. It was written that way to begin with in the 60s. But certainly the way that we're presenting it and the way that they've cast the show kind of adds even more significance to that. And so it's quite in your face what we're talking about. And so it's going to be interesting because there will be, we're now going into cities where we can't trust that the majority of the people are there to see us for the right reason.
Right. All right. Well, I did say this is going to be 45 minutes of fun. So let's
And then look what I did. I Debbie Downered it real fast. Oh no, is Debbie real life now Debbie Downer? That's how far we've come. Okay.
All right. All right. Let's talk about obsession.
I'm ready.
My obsession right now is my phone holder. I'm going to show it to you guys. If you guys, I'm showing it, everyone listening, if you go to YouTube, look at this.
Oh, you have a strap on
Yeah, so here's
your
what's
a
great is I
strap.
can put it backwards and then look, I can grab like a cup.
Okay, so
So it's
basically
game
everyone,
changer.
Allison has like half of a strap attached to her phone that she can stick her hand in. Instead of like the pop socket, you have
Yes.
like a strap which allows you to let it hang off the back of your hand too.
Right. Yeah, and I can hold so many things. Like, it's literally the best thing ever. I was like, "Why have I never" and they have them at my work, and so I just anytime because it gets dirty because it's on your hand a lot, so I just switch it out, like, every, like, month or so.
Wait, I want one. Will you send me one?
Yeah, it's so
Okay.
great. It's
Thanks.
game changer. What's your obsession?
Okay, my obsession is my new ADHD medication.
What?
Everyone who's been listening to this for years is like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I started taking it about a month ago, and I've noticed that I pack faster.
Really?
Faster. And the other thing I've noticed is that just because I make a connection during a
Yeah.
conversation doesn't mean I have to say it out loud.
Oh.
Because I
So
do
it
that a
makes you
lot.
think before you speak?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like it. Or at least
Okay.
it tells me don't indulge every single mind network move you make, because I think as a improv person, I
Yeah.
trained myself to, like, as soon as you say dog, I think puppy, fetch, spot, because I'm thinking of a punchline.
Oh. Yeah.
But I literally got paid to do that for years and years and years, and so now it creeps into conversation, and I can now zoom out and see that.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'm glad you got that.
Me too.
Yeah. All right. What is on your wish list? Or I guess I'll go first since I
Wait, you
started the
didn't?
other one.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
So my wish list, it's very funny. I wrote this down because I just wrote I wish for a break.
Oh, you just came from Scotland.
I know, but I think I wish for like not that type of break because okay. Traveling is great. It was fantastic. It was a type of break. But the type of break I'm looking for is maybe me by myself sitting I don't know, maybe like in a room like you're in right now, just like a dark hotel room for like,
Gotcha.
I don't know, 3 days with, like, nothing to do. Like, literally, I'd love to just, like, watch TV, like, not even bring a phone or a computer or anything. Just, like, watch TV and eat food for, like, 3 days straight, but not have to even talk to anybody.
Okay. This would require me to be there, which I understand if you're looking for true alone time. But does your husband know that that's basically what we do when we're on podcast trips? Because you can just come visit me to do a podcast
It's
trip.
it's true, it's true. I know. But then that's the thing, I'm like, "Oh," looking at my calendar, like, I literally have, like, no breaks. It's crazy.
Even in the summer?
I mean, I have a little bit. So yeah, maybe. I need to look at that. You know
We're going to
what? I'm
figure
gonna
this
put a
out.
pin in it.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to get a 2-bedroom Airbnb so
Ooh.
we can have all the alone time we want and then just have meals together.
Ooh, that'd be so
Wouldn't
fun.
that be the best?
Yeah, especially if there was like a pool, we could just like go outside at night.
Oh, that is the best middle-aged best friends vacation we've ever thought of.
I know.
We get a
Oh.
2-bedroom Airbnb and we're like, see you for lunch. And then
That
you'll
would
be
be
like, I'm gonna
amazing.
take the car and go to CVS. I'll be like, all
Ugh,
right, I'm
no,
just gonna read by the pool.
I would be Ubering every single thing. Yeah, no.
Okay, I would drive you to CVS because it's an enormous waste of money. All right.
My husband says the same thing, but all right, what's on your wish list?
My wish list is that people understand that the reason that I stand on the airplane as soon as the seatbelt thing dings at the end of the flight is because I have A, claustrophobia, and B, my back is like usually dying at that point because I have
Oh yeah.
a chronic back problem.
Yeah.
But I can feel people hate me
What?
And I don't know
What?
why. Like, what's the difference? Why do you get mad that people stand up at the end of? I really don't know why you're mad. It doesn't bother me.
I
But go
think
ahead, tell me.
that they think you're gonna try to cut the line.
What line? It goes row by row by row.
Right, but there are some people that when they stand, you can tell they're gonna take the first opportunity to get out.
What if I had a connection?
It's true, it's true. Listen, I am just trying to say that's maybe what they're thinking. I don't care.
Maybe. Well,
I
this is
don't
me
stand.
telling everyone, if someone stands, let them stand, because most likely they've been counting the minutes until they can stand. Because one of the worst things is if it is a bumpy bump landing, sometimes
Yeah.
that'll knock my back. And then it's
Yeah.
literally, I'm just waiting to taxi. I just need to adjust a little more or straighten out or something.
Yeah. Well, I think about that in general. Like, this is just now a generalization about humanity,
Oh boy, here we go.
is that you never know what someone else is dealing with, right? So if
Yeah.
they have to stand up, you don't know that their back isn't killing them and they have a slip disc and they have to stand or they're going to be in pain forever. Or like yesterday, this is a whole other like digress thing. But Chris had to take me to the ER and I was very panicky and we were at like this yellow light and this person was sitting there and not like turning right. Now we're talking right. We're not breaking laws. There was no one coming. And so he like started honking. And I know the person in their car was probably like, "Oh, come on."
Right, right.
Like it's yellow. I slowed, like they probably got an attitude, but in my brain I was like, they don't know that I'm really nervous and I need to get to the hospital. And then I thought about myself when I'm honked at, like, well, I should think maybe somebody's upset and needs to get somewhere. Like, you just never know.
And you don't know, maybe that was a 15-year-old driver on their very first time ever behind a car and
Exactly.
they were too scared to go forward.
I know. See, you just never know, you guys. You don't know.
Never know.
Oh, all right. Well, here's what I do know. I know that it's time for sing it with me.
10K
10K
day.
It's a 10K dollar day. Imaginary travel and a laugh or two. As we tell you all the crazy things we wanna do. We buy top drawer, but we don't really pay. So say what's your happy and you'll be our bae.
All right. It's time for that magic word. Let's hear it.
Choir.
All right. It's choir. This one's fun.
I know. And don't you love his accent?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. So listen, I was excited to get this. I started researching to find where I wanted to go. The best choirs in the world.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. That's a great trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what happened. They haven't released the 2023 best choirs yet. I think they're still doing it. So this is the 10 best choirs in the world according to 2022. And the number one is the Stellenbosch University Choir from Stellenbosch, South Africa.
Stellenbosch University Choir from Stellenbosch, South Africa.
Yes. Isn't that
Love it.
awesome? So that's where we're
Yes.
going, Stellenbosch, South Africa. Now, here's something else I didn't know. Do you know that they have something called the Choir Games?
Is this a competition? Is this Pitch Perfect?
I mean, that's basically what it is, but it kind of also reminded me of like Hunger Games, just because I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
But so this choir in South Africa first attended the World Choir Games in 2004, and they have since competed every single year. They won in all categories that they are in. And during the 2014 World Choir Games, the choir achieved 99 points in the mixed choir category, which is the World Choir Games record. Can you imagine how good they must be?
No, but don't you now want to make a choir and go
Yeah.
to the choir games?
Yes. Yes.
Can we make a comedy choir and go to the choir games.
What would we do? Would we sing funny songs or would we
I
sing
think
like
we would.
he, ho, 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 like laughing?
Okay, first of all, that's definitely our signature thing that goes into every song. But secondly, what if we did really phenomenal choir arrangements of like TV theme songs?
Ooh, that would be cool.
But actually good choir arrangements. They couldn't kick us out of the competition. They could only judge us on our taste.
Oh, I like that a lot.
I do too. I hate that we could actually pull that off too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to work on that. Can you buy a domain? Buy the domain.
Yes. So put a pin in that choir game idea because we're actually going to come back to it.
Okay.
Now, 45 minutes away from Stellenbosch is Cape Town, which I'm sure more people are familiar with. Cape Town, South Africa.
Yes.
Now, I had no idea how rich the wine region was in South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea. And I'm talking gorgeous. And I think it's because I was ignorant to the fact that, like, when I thought of Africa, I just thought of like safaris and like I wasn't really thinking about all the other places in Africa. So we're going to Delham, where we're doing this wine tasting, but listen what they pair the wine with. You pair your wines with cupcakes.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So this is a next level experience with an all new twist. And so basically you pair the wines with these Finbos. It's Fynbos, Finbos inspired cupcakes to showcase the excellence of the Delham wines. It includes 4 infused cupcakes paired with 4 award-winning wines.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm so ready.
Now, here's the thing. You can buy it out. They take 12 people or you can buy it out. Of course, we're buying it out. But, okay, I did that currency exchange thing with the South African rand, and it's cheap there. Like, our American dollar goes so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, like, the cost of this wine for 12 people to buy it out, $120.
To buy out the whole experience?
$10 per person.
We should go there.
Yeah, I know. We just have to get there. I think that's a lot of places across the globe. Like, once you pay for the ticket to get there, things are very inexpensive. Okay, so we're going to keep with the wine theme. Now we're going to the Vergen Oget. Just, guys, go to our newsletter. The wine farm there. Here's what they do every day at 9:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. They release the Indian runner ducks.
Indian runner ducks?
Yeah. So they have hundreds and hundreds of Indian runner ducks that they keep on this plantation. And at 9:30 a.m. and at 3:30 p.m. every day, they set them free to roam all over this plantation. So if you're there at that time, all of a sudden you see these like gates open and just hundreds and hundreds of ducks come flocking out. And it's so crazy to see. So you have to go around at that time. And they also keep all of their grounds pest free so that the ducks can roam and graze as they want. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
I know. Now, we're also going to, I didn't say where we were going to stay, but we're actually going to stay at this Vergendot wine farm. They have a bed and breakfast rate. This place is adorable. It includes a welcome drink, a fruit basket in the room, 1 complimentary wine tasting at their tasting room, and a mini bar and a full South African breakfast on the morning of your first arrival. Isn't that amazing?
That sounds so fancy.
Well, here we go again. $315 per night for 2 people. That is both of us staying there.
For both of us?
Yes.
$315?
Yeah. So 2 nights is going to be about $700 with like all the taxes and stuff.
That's like the price of a Courtyard by Marriott in Dallas.
I know. I spent, you know how much money I spent in Miami? Thousands of dollars. I mean, I
For
split
your
it with,
kids? No, but your kids' dance competitions, you are staying in hotels all as much as I am.
yeah, it's crazy. And luckily I split it with another mom, but it is expensive. So I know it's awful. Okay, next thing. Go back to the choir games. Okay. So I thought, how fun would it be to create our own version of the choir games where they
Oh,
can win
yes.
like 10K status, right?
I'm
And
in.
maybe we'll give away $10,000. I don't know. Maybe we can raise it. So, but I thought instead of just doing all vocal stuff like Pitch Perfect, we should actually do like choir games. So we're gonna start and we're gonna do like the cup game with like the dun 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 dun
Uh-huh.
dun. I got my ticket. Okay, but you can create your own like rhythms with solo cups. So we're gonna do the solo cup game. So we could do like 4-bar phrases or something. You can like turn like who gets the most creative with their cup and how to make like rhythms. So I bought 500 cups that say 10K choir games on it from executiveadvertising.com. That's $1,260.20. And they're going to be like blue with our little like colors. It'll be cute. Next choir game, musical chairs,
Oh, I mean, for a choir, duh.
right?
Yeah.
And I bought good chairs because the chairs sometimes are the enemy. You can't use like cheap folding chairs
Oh, because they
because
fall over.
yeah, not good. And I didn't wanna buy the 500 because I feel like that game would go on forever if you're getting rid of 1 or 2 people at a time. So I only got 50 chairs. I thought 50 people at a time, and the winners can all play against each other in like a mega round, right? So each of these chairs, I got those nice like church chairs that have like the padding on it and they don't fold. They're like the black ones with like almost like the carpet seats. And so those are $35 per chair. I got 50 of them. So that's $1,750. Next up, composer competition. Okay. So, composer competition is where we're going to get you a composer notebook and you get to create a 30-second song and then we get to vote on it. So, you get to
Wait,
write
that's
down in
great.
your notebook.
30 seconds.
Yeah. I
All
think
right.
we'll know.
Well,
Yeah.
I do too.
It's like an audition cut.
So are you giving them a topic?
Oh, maybe. Maybe they could pull it out of a hat.
Or there's a topic of the year that you unveil right at that thing. So if it's like monsters, and then they're like, there are monsters in my bed, there are monsters in my bed, and the sheets are on my head.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, so we'll give everybody the theme right off the gate, and then we'll have to give it a time limit, so much time to like create it, and they have to write it in their notebook. So I bought the notebooks from Amazon, their composer notebook, manuscript, songwriting, practicing things. 500 of those at $6.99, $3,495. So I can't spend a lot of
What?
money in South Africa, but on Amazon, racks up.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next. Rhythm charades. I just made this up.
Okay, wait. Rhythm charades.
Yeah.
Can I guess what it is?
Yeah. So think about it. If I did this, if I went like
I got a ticket on the road. Wait, it goes to the next person?
Yeah, then I'd have to go to the next person and be like, can you get it? You know?
And are you doing the drum beat to something? Is that what you're doing?
The rhythm of the words.
Oh my God. Okay, do it again. I think this is an impossible game. Go ahead, do it again.
But maybe we could do charades. Like maybe we could do like, we do the rhythm and then we act it out or something. Okay, here's the rhythm again.
Okay. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What is it?
Okay, it's I can I can show you the world.
Oh my God.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
This is
Tell me,
impossible.
princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? Well, we'd have to like maybe think about that one a little bit, but
Oh man, that's hilarious.
yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I feel like we can figure it out. Like if you use your body, I don't know.
Or so you're on a carpet,
Ooh,
on a flying carpet.
maybe.
Oh yeah, if you're on a flying carpet, like you're surfing, and then you
Yeah.
go, yes,
Yeah.
maybe.
Or if you went movie, like you did the movie sign, so you know it's from a movie.
Oh, okay, yeah, that works. So maybe you have like some charades
Oh, and
around
okay,
it.
and then you say it's the title of the song, A Whole New World. 4. You're like 4 words, and then you do. I can show you the. Okay. Anyway, so rhythm charades. We'll see what happens with that one. But
I
that's
love it.
free. That's a free game because we just use our bodies to make the sounds. Right? Okay. And then I realized we have not eaten as I was going through this
Oh
day.
no, we gotta eat.
But wait for this. I found the best restaurant in where am I? Stellenbosch, South Africa. It's called Rust and Vrede, I think. Okay. Chef Fabio Daniel serves contemporary French cuisine, adding his own unique flair, taking inspiration from his Brazilian and Italian heritage.
Oh, fusion.
Yes. Now we're going to do the experience menu. So we're going to leave everyone at the choir games for a minute and go get dinner. We're doing the experience menu. It's completely tailored to you. It's a unique gastronomic, is that the word?
Gastronomic.
Yep, journey created for you, and it will never be recreated. It's
Ever
just for
again?
you, ever.
Wait, what? Wait, they do like a completely different
Yes.
menu per table?
Yep, it says because of the limited quantities of exceptional produce and the scarcity of the wine selected, this is a menu that is formatted just for you, and it requires 24-hour notice, and it will never be made again. They promise.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's stressful for them.
Yeah, but maybe it's also thrilling.
Maybe.
So, get this, $134.95 per person.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay.
It's
So
like
we
South
should go
Africa.
there. We just got to get there.
We just have to get there.
Okay.
If we knew somebody who had just unlimited miles, I'm sure there's somebody out there. But if we could get to these places, we could do it. But we just can't get there. Okay, so we ate there, which means my total so far is $7,595.10. But let's be honest, it's only because I did crazy choir games. Otherwise, we'd like barely be over 1,000. So I forgot that I need to provide food for the choir people who are participating in the choir games. So I looked up what's the healthiest meal you can eat before singing. And there is a rule of thumb for a healthy singer meal. You should eat 2 hours prior to your performance.
Uh-huh.
You should eat lean meat and or chicken and or fish and or eggs and or a highly protein vegetable like tofu. You should have whole grain bread, brown rice, but not butter and not sour cream.
Oh, because of the dairy.
Yeah, plenty of fresh vegetables. And fruits are okay, except don't do citrus fruits because that can cause mucus and dryness.
Mm-hmm.
And never overeat.
My voice loves dairy.
Really?
Mm-hmm. My voice really loves like a milky tea.
Okay.
like a tea with lots of sugar and milk in it. If my voice is kind of feeling a little crazy, I'll bring that to rehearsal or something. It really helps me. But I think I might be one of the only singers I've ever talked to that likes
Yeah.
dairy on their voice.
Interesting.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Well, I like bubbly stuff on my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, or pineapple, which is citrus. So
I know. I love pineapple too on my voice.
kind of like strips it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend the remaining $2,404.90 on healthy food for the choir games, bringing my total to $10,000. Hey, 10K Dollar Day listeners, do you have a business or organization that you want to promote right here on 10K Dollar Day? Well, you can do it, and here's how.
You can have your ad permanently embedded in an episode. You could sponsor a blog post, get shout outs on social media, and we will write the ad copy for you, and we will even say it with our professional voices.
That's right. Not like she just did. It's so easy, and believe me, it's so worth it. All right, so that's what I would do at 10K in the place in the world that has the best choir in the world, Stellenbosch, South Africa. But here's what we would do if we had it to give away. Lulu, what charity did you find?
Well, the word is choir, and I work with the Choir of Man.
Yeah.
So I looked up to see what charities they have partnered with recently to see if we can talk about one of those. And I found a Broadway World article about them partnering with the suicide prevention charity, the Campaign Against Living Miserably,
Oh.
which is called Calm.
Oh, I love that.
I do too. The miserably makes me very sad, but I get where they're going.
Yeah.
Right. So this is primarily written, like everything on their website, the copy is kind of, it feels like it's geared towards young men.
Yeah.
Is what it feels like. It says 75% of all UK suicides are male, and they want to change that. And so this organization provokes conversation. It lets people know they can call them. And they have this campaign called Grow a Pair and Do the Language of Listening.
Oh.
And their grow a pair are the ears.
Oh.
Uh-huh. And so
That's
they
cool.
installed a giant pair of ears, like an art piece in London, to encourage men to listen to the people they care about most. The language of listening helps remove that awkward stage of seeing if your mate is doing okay by giving you a way to have a chat, really know you're listening, and help make them feel a little better. And that actually works really well because at Choir of Man, they talk a lot about the pub culture and how having that place, that space, can allow people to have conversations that they can't have at work or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
So that's it. Calm, the Campaign Against Living Miserably.
That's really cool. I found it's a charity called Choir with No Name,
Oh.
and it's choirs for people affected by homelessness.
I
know.
love it.
So this is based out of Liverpool, and they have gigs. They get all of these people together and they learn, and they said it's not just a choir, it's a family, and they've been featured in venues all over the world, and they have right on their website it says meet our members, and there's people who have testimonies right there. This one gentleman said the choir means a lot to me, and he said I will break a leg to be there on Thursday nights, because he's like, I don't care what it takes, I get there. So it's just giving them back a little bit of, that feeling of community for people who maybe don't have a home or in between homes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. If you guys have a charity that you'd like us to feature, or if you just want to share anything with us, please feel free to email us at 10kdollarday@gmail.com. Also, please check out our website, 10kdollarday.com, and click on newsletter. We'd love for you to subscribe to that. It comes out every single Wednesday, and that's a ton of fun. We got some special things in there as well. And then we also have another podcast. So if you're interested in hearing some little daily happies, check that out just by searching The Daily Happy. All right, now let's talk about our happies. Lulu, what's your happy this week?
My happy is that I've been in North Carolina and I've been seeing a lot of people that I love because I've worked a lot here in North Carolina, and it's a happy state for me. I really like being here. So I'm just happy to be in North Carolina.
I love that.
Even though earlier in this episode I said it was in South Carolina, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I was laughing at mine because, again, when we went back to my wish list, I said I wanted a break, and then I saw my happy, and it's still true to this day. My happy is these headphones I'm wearing. I've actually started to sometimes just come in here and just put headphones on, just so people don't bother me.
Oh, it's so smart. Yeah.
And these are actually great headphones. We got them from a friend of ours with Focusrite, and so these are very comfy, so I can wear them for long periods of time.
I have my Focusrite headphones on too. Look at us. We're a
Big
match
fan.
set. Mhm.
All right, now it's time for our last segment of the show. It's time for the something that Lulu doesn't have to sing.
10K Roleplay.
I say first? No, you say first.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Lulu, you are a choral director of a barbershop quartet,
Yes.
and you guys just made it to the 10K World Games.
Yes, we did. Okay.
All right, welcome to the show. What is your current obsession?
Well, hi.
Hello.
I am super obsessed with these new vests that we just bought for our barbershop quartet. They work really well, and I'm really excited that we went with a baseball cap instead of the traditional boater hat that you see a lot of the barbershop quartets in, because we were not aware that there were going to be physical challenges here, but at least we can, run around with the best of them. If we had those hats on and the old vests, forget it. There was no stretch in those buddies. You know what I mean? So these ones are a little more lycra. They're a little more sporty. To be honest, we just got it because Joey, our baritone's gained a little bit of weight recently.
Oh.
So we went with a stretchier vest. But then we got here, good news, he's going to burn that off, and we're ready for the competition.
Oh, okay. Okay, what's on your wish list?
Well, if I could have anything, I'm not going to lie. I really wish that the boys had not insisted on bringing their canes to this event. I told them it wasn't going to be a good idea. We'd be stopped at TSA, going through the airport, but they brought them, and now every race we do is a three-legged race. They won't put them down. I really think it's slowing us down. And the other day we were doing the relay, and one of them passed their cane instead of the baton, and we got disqualified. So I just feel like I wish they'd just put them down.
Yeah. What are they thinking?
I don't know.
Well, if you had $10,000 to spend on yourself,
Mm-hmm.
how would you do that?
If I had $10,000, I'd probably try to negotiate with one of the other barbershop quartets that are here. I noticed that there was one other one from Wisconsin. And I think that we are at a serious disadvantage because each of us only has 4 people on our team.
Right.
And some of these other choirs are gigantic, so we're doing 7, 8 laps each for some of these competitions. I mean, the tug of war is not fair. And so I would use that $10,000, maybe broker some sort of association with some of the other smaller groups here and see if we can get a little block together.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a smart idea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you had $10,000 to give it away, where would you give it?
I do think we need a little training. And since there are so many talented musicians here, I'm sad to say that our rhythm isn't the best. And so tomorrow's the big rhythm charades final. And I'm a little worried because we were trying to do just, like Ring Around the Rosie, and poor Joey in his stretchy vest, he's very like ring around the like he can't get it. So there's no way that we're going to be able to hold our own in those rhythm charades unless one of the other choirs maybe comes and does a little ear training with us, rhythm
Oh,
training.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you can do that with solo cups too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, we have some of those left over from our tailgate party, if you know what I mean.
I do. All right, and last question, what's your happy?
My happy is just to be here at the 10K choral games, 10K choir games, 10K sing away. I just love being here. I'm very, very excited about the final sing where we all just make up together as one big group, an arrangement to Bohemian Rhapsody. I think that's going to be a lot of fun today. So I can't wait for that TikTok to hit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you should start a TikTok with that. That's
Yeah.
good. All right, well, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Okay, bye. All right, Allison, are you ready?
Yeah.
This is really weird. I don't know what. I must have been drunk at the time. Okay. Allison.
Yeah.
You are one of the supernumeraries in the new opera company being launched in space.
A what?
A supernumerary.
What is that?
It's one of the people in the choir in the opera.
Just one of them.
Well, you can't be like the whole.
Well, I didn't know if it was like the main girl.
No, I think it's the ensemble that is a choir.
Okay. So just part of the choir.
Yes.
Okay, repeat the rest then.
In the opera, but in the opera.
In
you know
the
what I mean?
Yeah.
You're one of the supernumeraries in the new opera company being launched in space.
Ooh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Hello, it is so nice to meet you.
Hello, it is so nice to meet you as well.
Oh, you're so happy and perky. Well, what is your obsession right now?
Well, my obsession right now is the new sci-fi movie that I just found called Martin. And it is all about a Martian named Martin. And he goes on a quest to start a choir of his own, and it's really fascinating, and so I'm obsessed with it because I don't know if you've heard, but we are launching our choir in space in approximately, the countdown is 2 weeks and counting. So I'm really doing lots of research, and even though this is a fantasy movie, a science fiction movie, I still think that it has a lot of good lessons to be learned, a lot of things I can learn from it. So that's my obsession right now, is that movie. I'm learning all the things about music and space.
Perfect. Okay, well, what is your wish list right now?
Well, my wish list is, I wish that the spacesuit that they gave us to wear was not so constricting. I told them that it's very important for opera singers to breathe with their bellies, and I need lots more space in the belly region than most because I have a giant breath cavity. And that's one reason that I know I never need a microphone. I'm able to project better than anyone else in the opera. And so I need more space in that cavity than most people. So I wish that they would have listened to my demands and made the spacesuit a little more giving, because at this point I cannot take the full breath that I need to. So my wish list is that they would change that before our takeoff in 2 weeks.
What a plan.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do if you had $10,000?
Oh, well, if I had $10,000, I would bring my voice coach with me to space. That's exactly how much it cost to be a ride along for our space opera. I don't have the extra money, but I could really use my voice coach to come with me. His name is Johannes, and he is just fantastic. His method and his approach is quite groundbreaking, and I really have never worked without him, so I would pay for him to come on the space journey with me.
Oh, well, that would be lovely. Now, if you had $10,000 to give away, 10,000 space dollars to give away, I guess.
Oh, yes. How would I do it?
Well, yes. How would you? Sorry, I didn't mean to assume you knew the question. I apologize. If you had 10,000 space dollars, ... what would you do with it?
Right. So, well, I would create my very first opera buffet. Now, what I'm really interested in is I'm interested in feeding the people of space, but I want to create a healthy buffet. And so I would create it using opera terms. So I would make the baritone banana split and the Godiva chocolates and the Libretto sour, stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's good. Libretto sour. That's really good. Libretto sour.
Yeah, and like the mezzo sopran gnocchi, stuff like that. So I would create the opera buffet for
Oh,
all the people who are hungry.
are you kidding me? That sounds great. Okay. What was that? That was the fourth one.
Yeah.
So what's your happy today?
Well, my happy is that I am leaving in 2 weeks. I need just a little space, and space is what I need. So I'm very happy that the countdown is here. I've been checking the calendar off and marking the days down. I made myself my own calendar, my advent calendar, but it's for a space countdown. So I'm on the last 2 weeks. Very excited. That's my happy.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you for talking to us from. Are you in space now?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
counting
That's
down.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You literally just said that. So I'm so glad our connection was so good, and
Yeah.
we'll talk to you later.
Great. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Great. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Thanks for being here today, you guys, for episode 286 of 10K Dollar Day. Please, if you liked this podcast, check us out. Go to 10kdollarday.com and click support us. There's a ton of ways you can do that. All right. 10K Dollar Day is produced by 10K Dollar Day LLC. Intro by Stan Collins. The 10K logo art by Jacob McAllister. 10K jingle by Rockwell and Rose. Thanks as always to Buzzsprout. We're going to end this the way we ended every week with friends like us.
Bum 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 bum. Who needs a manatees?
Oh, I gotta play the music.
Oh.